you are all well and keeping safe at home with your families. This week, home learning for you, should you wish to do any of it. So there's lots of exciting things this week. I know Miss O'Donnell put some things on last week. This week it's my turn, so you know you're going to have some science to do. So here we go, and we'll just have a look at the Google Drive. So we have put into the folders area where it says Year 4 Home Learning, there's a new Week 2 folder for you to open. And inside the Week 2 folder are all the activities that you can do this week. So we'll start off with maths. And we've got our White Rose activities for you this week. It's all about tenths and hundredths again. So all the worksheets are on there for you with all the answers. We've also got some times table squares for you to practice your times tables with. I've noticed that lots of you have been on Times Table Rockstar, so well done for that. I've challenged all of Year 4, and some of you have challenged me back, and some of you have beat me. So we'll be having another go at that this week. Also, at the end of the video, I've got the Times Table Rockstar results for this week, so that'll be really exciting. I'll have a look at that in a minute. So we've got our White Rose things to be getting on with. I've also put on there this week some maths games, and we'll come back to that at the end so that I can show you how to play them and what you need to do. In terms of the other things that you've got to do, we've got some reading comprehensions. So just the same as last week, there are 2 for you to choose from. There's one about Sir David Attenborough, and there's an Alice in Wonderland one. So parents, up to you which ones your children do. So there's 1-star are the slightly simpler ones, and then they get increasingly difficult with the 3-star reading comprehensions that are more in depth and need a bit more reading and some more depth in the answers. So you guys can choose which one you feel comfortable doing. In terms of writing activities, we have got a folder from, I've got this from Pobble. So there are lots of different things for you to do here. There's a story that you can carry on writing. There are some sentences that need making better, that they're not really very good, but I'm sure that you guys can be much better at improving those. There's also a little inference task like we've been doing in class, so some questions for you to answer on the picture. So lots of things to get your teeth into there. I really want to see your story. So if you do a story, upload it to the Year 4 Gmail account, so your parents can send your work to me, Miss O'Donnell, Mrs Parker, Mr Penfold, and we can look at what you've been up to. So that'd be fab. I know I saw some things from Bobby last week, so thank you, Bobby. Really made me smile when I saw what you'd been doing. There's also a new spag map for you to do, and again, that's got 1 star, 2 stars or 3 stars, so you choose which one you'd like to do there. Spellings. So I found something a little bit more exciting this week. So there is a sheet for you to do. Working on those 8 spellings that you're choosing from the Year 3 or Year 4 grid, you can do lots of different activities this week. So for example, let's start with alliteration. So it's write a sentence for each of your spelling words using as much alliteration as possible. So you're still practicing your spelling words, but this week you've got a little bit of an activity. So digging into the dictionary, use a dictionary to find the definition of your spelling word. So lots of things for you to do there as well. Now Mrs Lancaster's broken it, she doesn't know how to go back. There we go, right. And then of course we've got science. So science this week is all about the water cycle. So what I'd like you to do is I would like you to have a look at the water cycle. There is a little clip on the sheet that your parents will have so that you can see what you need to do. There's a clip for you to watch on BBC Bite Size. And then there's the worksheet for you to do. And then there are lots of different ways that you can show your water cycle. So on your sheet you will see what's the water cycle. There's your link for the clip that you need to go in and watch. Then there's a little activity on the Google Drive if you wanted to do that. But there are some different ways to show your understanding of it. So you could pretend you're a water droplet and narrate your journey through the water cycle. You could do it as a newspaper report, as a diary entry, comic strip, or even video yourself being a reporter, and you can send us your videos. Or you might want to do something a little bit more creative. So you could do a poster, build it out of Lego if you've got some Lego at home, or build a model of it. So it's up to you, but I'd really love to see what you've been up to in terms of your water cycle. I think that's it. So we're just going to go back to maths games. And there are a couple of maths games that I thought you might like to have a go at. I don't know whether some of you may have already done this one, but I'm going to talk you through how to play them. So just bear with me a second. There we go. And I need that one. And that one. So this one's called Connect 4. So I'm guessing all of you know how to play Connect 4, and what you need is 2 dice, or if you haven't got any dice at home, you can just have 2 different coloured bits of paper with the numbers 1 to 6 on, and you can just pick 2 out of a basket. I've got dice here today, so I've got my 2 dice, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my 2 dice, and I've got a 6 and a 5. 6 and 5. Well, I know that double 5 is 10 and one more makes 11. So what I need to do is I need to choose a colour. I'm going to be pink. And then on the grid, I colour in 11. And then my partner has a go. So I'll be my partner as well. So I'm going to shake the dice again. This is the next player's turn. And this player has got a 2 and a 1, which is a 3. So yes, you're right. They're going to colour in the 3. But the object of the game is to get 4 in a row. So it's a bit strategic. So it might be that you've got to try and block each other. The other maths activity I've got for you is it's mathematical art. So it links into our work that we've been doing on fractions and decimals. So you've got 100 square, and all you need to do is you just need to colour some squares in. So you can make it a symmetrical pattern, or you can just colour some squares in. And then at the bottom down here, you do the colour, number of squares, and I've done 2 there. The fraction would be 2 out of 100 would be 2 hundredths. So the decimal would be 0.02. If you have a look, I've already done one over here that I did earlier in the week, so you can see what it looks like when it's finished. You can keep some of the squares white if you want to, but obviously you need to then show how many squares are white and the fraction that you've left white and the decimal that goes with it. So have fun with that. I'm looking forward to seeing some of those, and see you later.